What is up, guys? Welcome back to yet another brand new Major Ben Gaming video. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day as always. Now, today's one I'm incredibly excited for. This is Indiana Jones and the Great Circle running on PlayStation 5 Pro. I'm really looking forward to this one because I have played this game through on a 4070 PC. I've played quite a lot of it on an Xbox Series X as well. So I'm looking forward to today seeing what the, excuse the motorbike in the background, I'm looking forward to today seeing what the PlayStation 5 Pro is actually doing in terms of visuals in this game. So from what I've seen from some comparisons, pretty much the only difference is the resolution, which I'm okay with because it just looks absolutely insane. So let's jump into the settings, and please do consider subscribing and liking the video if you do enjoy. So let's go over to the game. Now, there's not a lot of video settings here. You have the option to do a cinematic mode or stick with the widescreen. We're going to stick with the widescreen here today. It's personally the experience that I would always go with. I've got motion blur off because I just don't like motion blur, chromatic aberration off, film grain off, sharpening is left at the default 50, but we can play around with that if people would like to. You've got color filters and high contrast mode, and that's all off as per the default. There's not really a lot. Most of the other stuff here is just the gameplay segments and aspects. So let's just hit story and head into it. We've got these great cutscenes from the film. Now, I don't know if we can, like, oh, we're actually straight in. Okay, so I've already got to say, from playing it on my 4070, this is far sharper than what it was there. I had to use DLSS. The shadow resolution here, or the shadow is not great. There's a little bit of flickering going on. I want to see if there's any major pop-in, because that was a problem on the PC version as well. Yes, there is. So you see these flowers here? If we go out here, you can see they change. Now, this isn't such a big issue later, I have to say. It's really not that big of an issue later in the game because you're not in... Like, this is one of the most demanding areas of the game, by the way. From testing the PC version first, this is absolutely one of the most demanding areas. But compared to the Series X version, it looks the same, but is just much sharper. Like, the fact that we're at native or we're at 4K resolution, I'm not sure if it's native or dynamic, but it looks really good, guys. I've already seen comparisons between Series X and PS5 Pro and PS5 and PS5 Pro, but everything looks so sharp and nice. Now, there's not a lot of details added. They did talk about having a few increases to, like, ray tracing and stuff, the global illumination and things, but I've got to be honest, I can't see a difference compared to it. So in my opinion, it's not even worth mentioning. To me, it's about this resolution bump, and that is very much there. Again, go watch some comparisons. I believe there's plenty already out there. As of, like, before I even was able to get my hands on the game today, people have already made comparisons. So there's already some out there, but this is just more of a test so you can see what the actual gameplay is like, what the game actually looks like. Let's go over to the... I'm sure there was water in the game before. Hang on a minute. Maybe I'm in the maybe it's in the next area. I think it's in the next area. But yeah, to be honest, everything looks really good. Like, there's not anything I can actually say that's bad about how this looks right now. It looks really nice. Now, on PC, I didn't play with, like, path tracing or anything because obviously, you know, 4070, not enough VRAM, not ever going to do something like path tracing. I have seen the path tracing. It looks very nice. But obviously that is not here. We're just getting very nice 4K visuals. Everything looks really good. I never understand how you get scared by that. I never understood that. It's just the stone statue, man, with some birds in it or whatever the hell they are. But anyway, it looks good. It looks very good. Now, obviously you're going to recognize this. Can I skip these cutscenes? I might just put the... Yeah, I'm going to put that on. Yeah, just so we can skip through these for now. I've already played the game, but I'm definitely going to replay this again on PS5 Pro because, you know, it's just a different experience. It just feels a lot cleaner. And that's the other thing on the PC. I was really trying to get the best visuals, so I kept getting so many drops below 60, kept having to change it down. There was this bug as well. I don't know if it's particularly my PC or if it's just PCs in general, where there was this this kind of bug where I had to constantly, like, restart the game because, like, after like an hour of playing, it would just drop frames, like, massively. Restart the game, go back to the same area, and then the frames were fine. So that was really annoying. So here's some water physics. I don't think the water looks anything special in this game. I think it's just averagely okay. Like, it's nothing crazy, but overall, yeah, the visuals are very, very, very nice. Like, no complaints here from me. I think it looks great. What have we got over here? There's a little monkey. Hello. Let's pick the book up. Loads of collectibles. Yeah, I'm looking forward to diving back into this again. Now, something I'm interested to see as well, obviously we've recently had the announcement of Switch 2. I'm going to be very interested to see if Microsoft is going to start bringing some of these games. That's punch. Oh, I don't want to whip people. That's run. I've been playing so many different games, and every game has a different run button these days. I'm very interested to see if Microsoft is going to be bringing some of these games to Switch, because we've got a Series S version, and for what we're seeing from many comparisons, yes, the Switch 2 is weaker than the Series S, but I'm sure they could tone quite a few things down to possibly make a Switch 2 version of a lot of these Xbox games, especially games like Forza Horizon that just runs so well. So I'm really excited for Switch 2, and obviously we're going to cover a lot of it on the channel. Don't worry, we're still going to cover all PS5 Pro and stuff like that. We're still going to do all these types of videos, but at the end of the day, I am incredibly excited for Switch 2, and I'm looking forward to seeing what that system has to offer from so many of these games we've got on these big platforms. Like we've got Hogwarts Legacy, you know, it's very demanding. We're getting Star Wars Outlaws, which is absolutely insane as well. So I'm excited to see all of that. Right, let's skip through these cutscenes here. And we can skip that. Okay, so we've got a little bit bigger of an area here. Now, I want to talk briefly about performance. I'm bringing up my personal performance counter on the monitor, just so I can just give you a rough indication of if we're dropping any frames here and there. And I have to say, it's right now, bang on, locked 60. I'm not seeing any movement there at all. Now, I was kind of hoping on the Pro that we were going to have some form of unlocked mode for this machine. I complain about it in every game. You guys all know by now. I love unlocked modes in games because it allows us, when we get new hardware like a PlayStation 6, to come back to these games and revisit them and see if we just, with raw power of the new consoles, that does tend to happen with raw power. You can run things better, and it's a really, really good thing to have unlocked modes, and more games need it, like really, really do. So hopefully like more games will actually have this, because I'm disappointed by the lack of games that seem to be having it on Pro. And I think it was really good last gen on PS4 and Xbox One. When we got those PS4 Pros and stuff, I feel like we had quite a few unlocked modes, because there were quite a few games that could just about run close to 60 sometimes. There was a couple of games that could run close to 60, and they didn't, but you could get close to 60 frames. So they just gave us this like unlocked mode that was kind of a compromise. There was a few frame drops here and there, but it was still a decent experience. So we had a few games going into PS5 that we could kind of really test that unlocked mode. There has been some on this generation. There has been some like unlocked versions, but not crazy amounts. But anyway, I don't think there's much more for me to say right now. Visually, this game looks really, really good. As you can see, it's really sharp. Like it's 4K. Like it's kind of, there's no more to say about it. It is literally 4K resolution compared to like 1800p on the base PS5 right now, I believe, or even lower, I think, dynamic resolution. But we're at just 4K. So this looks very, very nice. I have to say, I'm impressed with how this game is running. Would have been nice to have a few more additional features. Even a 30 frame mode would have been nice, just to see if they could push as much RT as they can. Like, it's always nice to have a ray trace mode, and then an unlocked mode as well. Toggle for each mode would be nice. So you want a performance mode, you want a quality mode, and then you want an unlock toggle for both modes, so you can just see how high you can push things, especially when a new system comes out. But I think we'll stop there for now. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like, please subscribe. Plenty more content to come. I'll probably do a separate video talking about my experience with the game, playing it through again on Pro. I think we'll go and cover that later when I've got a little bit further through. But for now, we'll stop there. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in future videos. Bye-bye for now.